Good morning, good afternoon, good night. You're gonna hear that bug zapper still going off. At this point, I don't know how any of them are still alive. I don't know how there's a single gnat left. But there are, and you'll hear it. I also have these flyaways flying in my face. But anyway, it's nice to be back. I took a little break. I felt like I was gonna take my own advice. In the last video, we talked about caring for yourself, and that's what I've been doing. I've been taking time for me. I even feel like tired right now, like I could just go to sleep. There it goes. I mean, it's crazy. I don't even see a single gnat flying around in here. I don't see one with the naked eye, but I hear it just popping the shit out of them. Sounds like there's a lot, but maybe it's just zapping one single gnat several different times. I don't know. Anyway, all right, we have a couple of things to talk about. I actually have a lot to talk about. There's a whole lot that's come up throughout these couple days. So we're going to put them in parts. The first one we're going to talk about is the dream that I had. I feel like I need to get my eyes checked again. I may need a little bit stronger prescription glasses. I don't even wear the glasses I have because I feel like I only need them to drive sometimes, maybe to read sometimes. So I just don't wear them at all, but I feel like I should. So something to do with vision. I'm going to talk about the dream. It was a military dream. And then a fire alarm. So the fire alarm in the house went off and there was no fire at all, period. Not a source of fire, not smoke, not nothing, And so I went to fan it and I knocked it off the wall. And the battery was fine, everything. I don't know. It was the weirdest thing. It actually went off outside the light that is always flickering. I've taken a video of that before. So it was like there was something there. I knew it had something to do with spirit, but I didn't know what. So this is what we're going to talk about today. I'll save the rest of it for later. But here we go. All right. So the dream I had was a military dream. I don't know where I was, but I was not in the military myself. No, I met a man in the military in my dream. It was almost like I was either working somewhere and he was stationed where I was working, or maybe I was a nurse. I don't remember specifics of that part of the dream. There goes bug zapper. We had like a romantic connection. I don't remember TMI, but I don't remember any intimacy or anything. And of course I have to tell you all this because it's part of the message today. This is what we're going to talk about. But we kind of had this I don't know, weird understanding, it seemed, of each other. Like I could tell that he was, very alpha, and he was kind of more serious, but he was very handsome and very romantic. Just, you would never know it. And then I, in the dream, was kind of like him, very guarded, and we both kind of played hard to get. And while we didn't end up being intimate at all, at least I didn't see it in the dream, it kind of alluded that we had that kind of connection. But at one point we were sitting up on something. It looked like we were outside somewhere, or we were sitting at like a nature bar. I don't know. It looked like it was an outside but like leveled surface. And the way that he was looking at me, and he was in his uniform, he proposed something to me, but I don't remember what it was. I don't remember if it was marriage, if it was being an item, being his girl. I don't know if it was, do you want to go for a walk? It could have been that simple, but he proposed something to me, and I woke up. And then the dream was so good, guys. It was so intimate and real. It felt so real, like I've lived it a lifetime before or something. And I wanted to go back into the dream so bad, and I tried to, and sometimes I can make that happen. When I fall back asleep, I can tap back into a dream and go right back into it like I'm living it. And I paused. That's the fucking bug zapper, guys. I couldn't go back into the dream, but I can still picture his face. He doesn't look like anyone I've ever seen before, at least not in this lifetime. But so that's the message today. All right, maybe someone is in the military here. If they're not in the military, this person, they have a connection to it somehow, or maybe they hunt. This could also be you. It could be reversed that I'm picking up on, but someone here could hunt, or something to do with hunter, hunting. I see camouflage, hunting. some sort of, maybe even like survivalist, or maybe there was like Boy Scouts before, ROTC. There's some sort of military or like nature vibe to it, outdoorsy. This is the male, okay? Something to do with military also, perhaps, okay? Or at least camouflage. The glasses could be specific. Maybe it's just that this person is now seeing something that they were not seeing before. They definitely carry a gun or something with them, or a knife, a firearm, because that bug zapper's going crazy. Do y'all see any of them flying around? It sounds like there's a whole lot of them dying, doesn't it? But it's not. I don't see them anywhere. It's just, maybe it's just zapping the same one several times. I don't know. Yeah, they definitely carry a weapon. Whoever this is. I think someone wants to talk. That's a yes. They're definitely a fighter, or they have fought before. They used to be a fighter. Something to do with fighting, or like, I don't know. Fighting is specific. They're not afraid to if they have to, you know. This is someone who's very masculine. Well, if we think about my dream, I said we kind of had like, you know, it seemed like we had this connection. So some of you, this is a person who they're not very affectionate usually. This is just not who they are. They're not known for this, right? Or you're not. Somebody here is not known for this, for being, you know, loving up front and very like emotional, or, you know, like leads with that kind of, no. This is someone who's like, I'm just gonna say it how it is. I don't, you know, it is what it is. Like, I love you. You know, it's like, baby, you know, they don't care. It just comes out. They don't think about how they say things. It just comes out. This could be this type of person. So maybe there's been like, I don't know, someone wants to speak is what I'm getting. They really want to speak. Maybe they went away to the military. It's something to do with the military. I can't stop talking about it. Or you went away to the military. Or maybe someone just lives near a military base. I can't get off the military. It's very important here. It's possible that this is an individual who maybe made the wrong decision before. Someone could have chose something that they now look back and they wish that they wouldn't have, because it cost them another. It cost them another. Yeah, that's what it is. And now maybe even they do dream about them, or they were always kind of their, I know this is gonna sound crazy, but I'm hearing like they were always their dream girl or their dream guy, but they walked away from them. Could have been for another person, could have been for a career, could have just been because they were focused on everything else, but they took it for granted. And now they're thinking, you know, I'll go to war for you. It's kind of that vibe, you know, like, I'm willing to fight for this. I'll go to war for you. Like, this is not someone who's afraid to have conflict. They don't want burdens. I mean, who does, right? Who wants burdens? Or you don't want burdens if this is you. But, I mean, you'll take them if you've got to take them. Like, you know, someone, it's hit them like a ton of bricks. You know, it's hitting a person that heavily. Who another person is to them and how important they were in their life here, and that they were probably like one of, if not the most important person that this individual would meet. I'm hearing Meek Mill. I know, is that an artist, Meek Mill? I've heard of Meek Mill, but oh my god. Wow, okay, I've never heard any of Meek Mill's stuff. Unless I haven't, I'm not aware of it. But I'm picking up on it. So there's a song, the first one that popped up was called Dreams and Nightmares, and I'm reading the lyrics. That's actually really good. Anyway, perhaps the two of you are both go-getters. You're both very like married to the game, married to who you are, like you know what you want in life. You and this person. Mm-hmm. You're not afraid of burning bridges either, because I'm talking, you hear that? They just keep on dying. So this person's been like going after their goals and their dreams, and perhaps they've even had other people, or they've had a particular person with them. I don't know. They could have been doing it on their own, just having little flings, but it's more than likely that they have a person there with them, or did, and they kind of just ignored you, or vice versa. But they're having some sort of an awakening now. I'm not going to turn that bug zapper off. I'm telling you. It sounds like a lot, doesn't it? It's like overwhelming. But do y'all see a damn one flying around? They're not here. Maybe it's broke. I don't know. It's part of the message. I'm not going to turn it off. The bug zapper's going off. I mean, that's a lot of them, you know? I'm hearing bang, bang, you shot me down. I don't think this is someone who would be afraid of rejection. I don't think they care. Mm-mm. I think this is someone, or you don't, if this is you, if someone's like, I want to reach out, I want to talk again, I want to reconnect, because I see what I had the whole time, but I just wasn't seeing it then. And now, because I chose this path, I lost the person who was really the one who I was meant to probably be with, or at least connect to in some way. Like, they were the most transformative for me in my life. They really caused me to see things differently, and they really reflect my heart more than anyone I've ever met. You may have even had or maybe they even had someone in their family who liked you if they've met you. Okay, and this person may have told them, maybe it was a grandparent, maybe it was a parent, maybe it was a step-parent, a sibling, a cousin, someone, it could have been their own kid, someone told them that they really liked you and that they should have stayed with you, or that they should have, if y'all weren't together, that they should have chosen you, given you more of a shot. Why don't you reach out to so-and-so again, you know? Whoever this person was very important to this individual, this military energy, okay? Military or not, but that person, someone around them told them that they should reach out to you again, or that they should have held on to you when they had you, if they had you before. And if it wasn't another person, because maybe they never told anyone about you, it could have been their own gut that was like, damn, that's a good one. This is a really good person. Like, I should hold on to them. But they didn't. They just let you go. But they never let you go in their heart, as blah, 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 as that sounds. See, they don't like being emotional. No. This person does not like being emotional. They're like, fuck that. Mm-mm. They're probably pretty, like, poker face all the time. You know, they're hard to read. Or they try to be hard to read. They get off on that. Like, they love people not being able to understand them. They love being mysterious. But they don't want to be mysterious to you anymore. Vice versa. Someone wants to open up here. They want to reach back out. Maybe they can now. It's like blast from the past is what it is. I'm just getting that you two may have changed a lot. Whether you changed from how you used to know each other, or if you're rather new here. Like, let's say this is someone new in your life, and for some reason I can't talk. Let's say this is someone new in your life. Maybe you didn't know each other through your several changes you've gone through in your life, but to end up where you are today, the two of you would never have been attracted to each other had you met before, because y'all were so fucking different, right? It's either that, or you've known each other before and y'all were just always changing it up, like, which I admire, but y'all both were changing it up in your own lives. Like, you may have been one way and then you totally changed it up. Like, let's say you were very country before, and then you ended up being like, no, I really like rap, and like hardcore rap without country. Like, I don't know, like, you may have been very girly one time, or very masculine one time, and then, I don't know, very into the gym, and then into like hunting or something, okay? If it's not you, that's this person, but I feel like the both of you have been very different. Dude, that thing is losing its mind. I feel like it's not gnats at this point. It's just spirit talking to me through the fucking machine. Alright, so we have blast from the past, military vision. Clearly they didn't see something that they see now. I don't know, guys. It actually feels like love. That sounds like fireworks more than gnats dying. And I'm drawing a heart on the paper right here. I'm like drawn into it. I'm not actually doing it, I'm doing it with the lid, but I'm drawing it around blast from the past and reach out to you. So I think somebody may actually be in love. And they, they know it now. They may have even actually become more spiritual. Like it's brought that out of them. You brought it out of them. In fact, you were the only one that brought it out of them. There were so many dark forces around them. Still are to some degree. A lot of it's in their family is what I'm hearing. But you have brought out someone's desire to get closer to shit. Like they even look at nature differently. You know what I mean? Or this is you. Somebody looks at nature differently now. Okay? This like masculine person. Like it, that it means more to them when they see a bird or something. They take in the messages. They pay attention. If they see a particular creature crawling up something or a bird over here eating this, they take that as a message. They pay attention to the water now, nature, trees, the way that things feel around them. They pay attention to signs, numbers on buildings, numbers on the clock. They see repeating numbers, things. They're starting to pay attention. It never stood out to them before. Everything was more surface level, I'm feeling, or very much about like the here and now and the physical. But I believe that you have somehow, or their love for you, or at least somebody's awakening to their love for another, has caused them to connect with their environment more, because when they connect to their environment more, they feel this person through these things. They don't see him in the physical. There's a disconnection here. There's been a separation between these two. Time and space has carried them apart. But nature and maybe even music connects these two back together. When this person connects to nature, they think of the other. They can almost feel them through the birds, through the animals, the dogs, through whatever. I'm hearing nature's stories, even the bug zapper. Like everything is a sign to them and a message from the other. They feel like the other speaks to them through their environment, and they very much do. They're almost telepathically communicating with each other. Like, hey, yeah, I'm fine. And the other one's like, hey, I love you. I should have told you that. I really should have told you that. But I didn't even know what that was at the time. I'm going to send you that message this way through nature because I don't know how to connect with you. I would if I could. I feel like there's a masculine that's like, I would if I could. But then I think there's a feminine who's like, trust me, there's ways. Men find ways. Masculines find ways to do whatever. There's ways. If stalkers can find ways, honey, you can find ways. I think the feminine here is like, I know, I attract. Boom. I attract. And I will give you everything that you need. I'll give you my full attention when you approach me. But if you're just making excuses on why it's hard to approach me because I don't have this or that, or because I don't use social media, or maybe you thought that I did, that was actually a fake account. Someone could have had a fake account here about another, maybe you. Someone here had a fake account, and then someone was like so excited because they thought they were going to get in touch with them again, but it wasn't even the person they were talking to. It was like some fucking obsessed person who could even be like a hater. Maybe it's like another ex of theirs or something, or an ex period if this person isn't. Let's say someone here is like, they've woken up and they've realized, oh my God, I have feelings for someone. Whether it's someone they've known from their past and they kind of blow them off before to follow their career, or another person or other people in general, or one night stands, or it's someone new and they just met, but maybe they had their own life going on, but they're realizing they're in love with someone, okay? The person they're realizing they're in love with, perhaps they've tried to connect with them through the internet at one time, for some of them. And it wasn't even them. Like, they don't even have social media or personal social media. So it was like, maybe there were stalkers and people who had made fake accounts about this person, and this individual who really loves them was talking to someone who they thought they were them, but they weren't. So that could have happened. I feel like whoever this masculine is, maybe even has a connection to the military somehow. Could be active duty, could be retired, maybe wasn't in the military at all, but like I said, lives near a military base, military town, I don't know. Wears a lot of camo, hunts a lot. They see it now and they want to tell someone how they feel about them. This could also be like friends. For some reason I'm getting friends, like two people who were friends before. I swear I think it's broken. It's not, I'm telling you it's broken. There's no way there's that many gnats. Like, you would see them flying in the air. There's no fucking way. Anyway, some of you that you could have been friends before. Maybe only friends, but there was like an unspoken attraction here. Well, it's gonna be spoken. I think because someone's like, why I'm fooling myself? Like, why would I not tell this person? They've been thinking about it, you know? Some of you, this is someone that you had a connection with in the past, or you are the one that had a connection with someone in the past. And perhaps now you're like, all right, I went through a lot. You know, oh, okay, I'm getting something. Someone here may not realize, okay, hold on. If someone is connected to their past, like let's say, and I'm getting heavily that there's like a Facebook. If someone's heavily connected to their past, like they're very active on Facebook, I'm not saying through like having a business if they have one, but they're active personally, meaning like they still got a lot of people from high school on there. The person that they're in love with, that they want to pursue now, you know, whether it's a new person or someone that they actually went to high school with. If it's someone they went to high school with or they knew from the past, that person that they're in love with is not going to want to come around if this person's still connected to people from high school, because this person's moved on from that. Especially if they went to the same place or like know the same people. I feel like that's going to be a problem, because someone's like, I don't want to be connected to that, and perhaps this person doesn't either, but that's how they were trying to get in touch with them. Does that make any sense? I feel like it doesn't, but I feel like you got it. I'm going to leave it in. I feel like some of you needed to know that. Yeah, if it's something new, I also think that someone here may find it to be a turn off that the person who is pursuing them, rather, is so active on like a social media, whether it's like, I don't feel that it's for business. I feel like that wouldn't be the issue. I feel like it would be like a personal thing. Someone's going to be uncomfortable with it. I don't know, but I'm feeling it strongly here and it needs to be said. It's going to be an issue, because it's going to be like, I don't like that. Someone's not going to like it here. They're going to be like, I don't like it. It seems there's like a deep-seated something there, you know? Could even be because somebody does own a business, perhaps for some, and they know that people are just, they use social media to be able to spy, not really because they care. It's just to spy and keep connections with the past. I feel like someone is an entrepreneur here, or both, maybe even. Both people may be entrepreneurs, so I feel like getting off of social media would be really important. At least that's something I need to say. At least if these two people were to become an item, they would need to keep it off of social media. I'm hearing they would need to either keep it off of social media or both get off of social media. Unless it's for a business you're running, or both having your own businesses, or even a joint one together. The advice for the future, so that would imply that the two of you are going to get together. Some of you, this masculine energy, the military energy, is going to pursue this person. Whether it's from their past or it's a new person, they're going to do it. But I'm hearing this may be a dilemma. Like, so social media somehow is going to be a dilemma for some reason. If it's new, it's because of the whole business owning thing and people trying to sabotage your career. If it's old, like it's a past connection, they knew each other from back in the day, college, high school, it's because one of them does not want to be connected to those people anymore because, well, they're haters. They try to sabotage this person's success. So I feel like, or even both of theirs, you know, maybe even if they knew the two of these people can reconnected, they would try to sabotage the connection. Jealousy. I'm even hearing for some, they even did it back in the day. So of course they would do it now because there's more, it's like a triple threat, you know? Yeah, that's crazy. Well, I'm gonna take that as a sign. I've got to cook a little bit, and I honestly, there's my cat that's telling me to go. I honestly want to get a little bit of a rest too. I feel like I need to rest more during this time. That's what I've been doing, gathering all the signs nature signs also, and just, you know, spending a lot more time with myself. I do want to touch on quickly the fire alarm thing. I don't know if there was a connection there, maybe to like fire something, or maybe you're both fire signs. It's possible you guys could be fire signs. This person could be a fire sign. You could be, or fire could be significant somehow. Like maybe there was a fire between the two of you, literally, or one of you was like a pyromaniac. Fire is specific because remember the alarm went off, but there was no fire though. It was just trying to get my attention. You know, there could even be like a temper here. One of y'all got a temper, you both have a temper. Or you're gonna find out if y'all both don't already know, but you're more tame now, either they're tamed, because you're older. But it's in there. Alright, I'm gonna go now. I love you guys so much.